Hello, Julia.
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
All fine. Thank you very much.
Good. Look, thank you for spending some time and coming on to Chat GCC. Do you mind just doing a quick intro to yourself and the role you do here at TD SYNNEX?
So my name is Julia Mitterdorfer, and I'm responsible for GCC in the DACH region, so Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And I also welcome you very heartfully because you are here with us today at the Cloudfest in Germany.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here, and again, thank you for sparing some time because it's been a very, very busy week for the both of us, hasn't it?
Absolutely, like it's the end of a long weekend. Yeah, we are sitting here on our relaxing chairs. We really earned it, I would say.
Indeed we have. Right, let's get down to business and jump into some other topics. Let's get down to business. As we said, here at Cloudfest, it's been a busy week. So for you, what have been the key takeaways from Cloudfest 2026?
Very good question. I would say actually that each and everybody, no matter if it's customers or vendors or also distribution partners or competition, of course, as well, everybody's willing to talk the current situation. So everybody's curious, everybody wants to collect information in order to get her or his own picture of the current market situation and what's coming next, because we all don't have a glass ball, but we all try to best navigate through the situation that we have right now. So I really had a great time here and a lot of very good talks and very good meetings and conversations.
Yeah, and I suppose with the market being, there's a lot of complexities in the market at the moment, as we know. Spending some face-to-face time with those customers, understanding their requirements and projects that they're working on within the DACH region is very important, and being able to do that all here face-to-face over the last few days is a key thing for you and your team, yes?
Absolutely, couldn't say it better. Germany is a quite big country in terms of traveling, so it is like a big family reunion here to have all of that customers, all of the vendors here, and you save a lot of time traveling. You have it all very compromised, or how is that said in English? Together,
condensed.
So exhausting, but also very, very good.
Yeah, it's been quite interesting for me from the customer side as well, as obviously a lot of your customers are here within the DACH region, but I've seen a lot of customers from all over Europe attending the event this year. I've seen customers from Poland, I've seen customers from Sweden, I've seen customers from the UK, even customers from Spain, etc. So this really has become a big European event now, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's still I think the name Cloudfest is a little bit misleading. So I think everybody who hasn't been here before expect just cloud providers maybe, but it's really like a meeting point for the whole industry in the meantime.
Yeah, I think when we talk about cloud, one of those key topics as usual has been AI and how we see that cloud market changing and how we see different types of CSPs in the market, as me and you have always kind of discussed around the rise of the neo cloud, and obviously a lot of sovereignty and then those sovereign cloud CSPs as well. So seeing this event change a lot, but then seeing all these new kind of industries that come from that brand just cloud. There's many different parts of it now, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think you mentioned sovereign cloud, of course, that is one of the topics which is widely discussed in Germany, but I think all over Europe in the meantime, due to that political situations that we have right now, of course, a very important point. And I think we really have to appreciate all that, also let's call it business spirit, which is out there with that smaller or medium, but also bigger companies who are now moving into that direction and trying to get grip of that topic and bring us as Europe forward.
Yes, No, key. There's been some good discussions on that in some of the keynotes I've joined this week as well. It's very interesting and a lot of opportunities, I think, moving forward. So in that kind of vein, I think your team is one of the great teams that I see in the DACH region, and I think TD SYNNEX as a company, the GCC side, we've been really through a lot of change over the last few years, really moving to that value-added distribution model and how we bring solutions to market for our customers. Can you kind of talk to how your team is focusing in that area focusing on the solutions and how your team is finding new customers and supporting those customers.
We always, of course, try to be close to the market, close to the existing customers, but also close, of course, to those customers which are kind of starting up new, creating something new. I think we are in the good position that TD SYNNEX obviously is the one big distributor, and that we don't have to, let's say, start from zero. We are kind of well known.
Yes.
And that's easier to start into the conversation with a new customer, of course. But just right, like I talked to a team member of mine this morning, and he said, like, I walked around here at Cloudfest there is that area which looks like a bubble, and there have been so many leads that he collected just there, and a lot of things to also rework after being back home on the desk. So that obviously getting new customers, such events are really a great opportunity to do so, and for the value added, I think we, even a longer time before, we changed that strategy to walk away from just offering price and availability. We want to make IT personal, like that is what TD SYNNEX wants to do, and I think being here with our own booth and also with our teams, which are openly welcoming all guests on our booth, is the sign of what is really the root of making IT personal. And I think we moved a long way already on that topic. Value added is, of course, also a white box business, how we call it, or the business that we drive forward in terms of really server solutions. So maybe giving the question back to you, because I know it's your topic and you own a European-wide.
Yes.
How do you see that? How does that create value for our customers, not only here in Germany, but maybe for all over Europe?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think, and I've talked about this in previous chats, is how at a European level, we've built that support team. With architectures, engineers, technical support, etc., and helping all the sales regions like yourself, supporting the salespeople on focusing on being able to sell, and we're here to support the infrastructure behind that. But I also talked about the investment in the key people in the region. So, shout out to Sin and Michael as examples. Those guys have very much focused on that and being our kind of solution specialist in the regions. And I think that's been the key part of how we've made this business successful and how we're going to continue to support our customers locally, but still have that European support behind them, enabling them to understand what's new that's coming from the vendors. Ultimately, as the discussion becomes more in depth and there's more technical discussion that needs to happen, we've got people that come and support your teams to do that. So ultimately, I think we have a very good structure at a European level and within the countries. And actually, we're seeing now that business continue to grow quarter on quarter. If I look at the amount of quotes on server and storage solutions now, it just continues to grow month on month on month. And the interaction that we have with your team on helping you close those opportunities and supporting the team just seems to be kind of a match made in heaven. So I'm really excited for the future. And I think
made in heaven with the cloud.
The cloud, I like that, yes. And I think that's the key thing of working together, but supporting our customers and helping them understand we're not here just to sell you components. We're here to help you understand your customers' problems and how we can deliver solutions from all of the key vendors in the market.
I have a very interesting thing that I learned the last 2 days. Yeah. Actually, I talked to customers who are building their own servers for their data centers, and they are reaching out to, because of allocation issues, to like complete solution manufacturers in order to do certain projects with them, but I also heard the other part. I heard those who used to buy complete solutions for their data centers, and they are thinking about buying components to build their own servers.
Right.
So each and everybody is at the moment quite creative, just in order to, get their business still running. So I think it's also kind of value add that we have both in our portfolio. That we can help them to navigate the complexity that we have right now in the market.
Yeah, and I like that piece, because yes, we work with key vendors that can provide customized solutions built that we can supply the customers. But as we've talked about, there's complexities in the market at the moment from a supply standpoint. And sometimes those lead times are too long, but actually because of being the big distributor that we are and the range of components that we have our integration facilities that can integrate that solution for our customer and improve some of those lead times for them. So yeah, well, I think that again is a key part to our businesses. We've got lots of options from hey, if you need those components and you're comfortable with building the solutions yourselves, we can provide that for you. If you need customizable from key vendors, we can do that. And if you need us to actually build and integrate that solution, we can do that as well. So yeah, we're kind of that one-stop shop of supporting, you know, the CSPs, you know, and all of our customers in the market.
So what is your key learning from the Cloudfest?
What's my key learning from Cloudfest?
You attended the second time this year, right?
Yes, this is my second time to Cloudfest. I think the key things I've learned is Cloudfest seems to get bigger every year. This year there's a complete new hall of all vendors and partners, etc. So I've seen the growth of it. It feels like there's more people here this year as well. I think if we were just by our stand, it was constantly busy, very difficult to get around, but a lot of great discussions. And I've really enjoyed the interaction with a lot of the broader European customers that I've been speaking to, and then having the customers with, conversations with our vendors. Supply has been a topic, obviously, but it seems to be a piece now where we're talking around, look, what does the future look like for you, forecasting-wise, and how do we, as the key distributor for you, how do we feed that back to the vendors? And then how do we try and manage that supply for you moving forward? Because, you know, this isn't a blip in supply, this is a long-term thing that we need to manage.
This is what is interesting for me.
Yes. And I think you're right, because that is a discussion that your team's obviously having with all the customers every day. And it's about that communication. You know, TD SYNNEX, we are that communication pinpoint between the vendors and our customers. And from us understanding our customers' needs, we can get those kind of requirements back into the vendors and help them understand, look, this is what the next 12 to 18 months look like from a supply standpoint. These are some of the projects that are going to be coming our way, and it helps them hopefully manage the supply, because I think a lot of people think there's no supply. There is supply. You know, the manufacturers have product coming out. There's just a huge amount of demand there, and we just have to manage that demand better.
Like what I learned from, also had a few short vendor discussions is like, and maybe for every customer listening to that small chat that we have, purchase order is key.
Yes.
A forecast maybe helped in the past.
Yes.
Now in this certain time, place a purchase order, because then we can make it happen and can really allocate goods also, like in the mid or long term.
Yeah, and actually that's a key point on the purchase orders is we used to have this kind of the NCNR kind of process, non-cancelable, non-returnable, whereas at the moment it's a case of get the orders in so we can get the supply for you, and when that supply is ready to be shipped, if there's a change in price, we can communicate that, and if that's not something that works, you're not held to that. Yeah, ultimately getting those orders in kind of allocates and make sure you get the supply, and when it's ready we can have that further conversation around where that price is, etc.
So I would say we have to give away of our sunglasses, even if the time is maybe more for an umbrella sometimes.
Yes.
I think we still look positive into the future. At least I do, yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
In like market situations like that, it's key to have good partners, to have a lot of communication. I think we can offer both. So
we can.
Nevertheless, like a little bit of sunshine is left, I would say.
Indeed. I've got to take my glasses off as well. Looking forward to the bright future.
Exactly.
Julia, thank you very much for your time. It's been a great time chatting with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.